Hello all, welcome back. This is the 14th episode of the Solomon Island playthrough here. We are going to be running Dawning of an Endless Night Tier 13. This might actually be a short episode. It is really early and I am tired, so I should probably get some sleep. But I figured I'd at least run Tier 13 and probably Tier 14 of this. I may not do much beyond that for this episode. Um, I figured I'd wear something, at least a little colorful since a lot of this one is going to be in the dark. Yay! We're running into a cob territory here. Need to go to the Blue Ridge Mine, which is sort of over this little hump here. Let's see if I can not aggro a ton of a cob, because they suck. They suck, they suck, they suck. Ooh, hey. Lore and a little achievement for locating the mine. Fun times. The mine is actually right down in there. So first, let's get this lore. I'm not going to go around and, well, you know what? No, I don't really want to. I'm just ancient symbols. Should I try this? Stone monument covered with strange symbols is hidden away at the mining site. Its purpose and the meanings of the symbols remain unknown without more information. Let's... Oh, this is something outside here. Well, you know what? I might do that later. But right now, let's just head on in. I thought maybe that was something inside the mine, but nope. So, the Blue Ridge Mine solo instance. Fun, fun, fun. I hate this place. Eleanor Franklin has a mission that sends you in here too. The Hate Machine. So these things, I forget what they do. It's not good. So let's just try it out. Oh no, they just stun you and heavy bleeding. So, yeah. You know what? There we are. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Let's see here. Or let's give myself a crit damage rating. Yay. Alright, so I need to go over... You know what? First, the machine might take a while, so... I know there's a lore here. Oh, of course. Which dynamite got me? Now, question is... What the bloody... I didn't see that at all. Not in the slightest. Okay. Hate machine, where are you? Oh, I see you coming. Alright. Let's get out of the way. So they do silly amounts of damage. They can kill me pretty readily. If I remember correctly. Yeah, they have 84,000 hit points. That's significant. Requires a full group of agents to defeat. No, really. No kidding. Alright, well, let's sneak past this not working one, go down to the deep shaft. Alright. What have we here? Hey, headlamp. Oh! Lovely. Lovely. It's going to be one of those missions. Secret world now with jump scares. Yay! And by yay, I mean not yay. Whoa. Okie doke. If you don't have your headlamp from whatever, like way back, that's one of the earlier missions, Into Darkness, right? If you didn't keep that around, you can pick up a miner's helmet down here. So, there's that. And I think you might be able to pick up some flares here too. Can't remember. Do I have? No, I don't have any leftover flares. Unfortunate. Oh well. Alright. Where are we going? See, at least we have the nice glowing insidious shade. Ooh, I say. At least they have glowing eyes. That's something, at least. They're not a complete surprise, but they're relatively surprising. Da 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 da. Oh, whoops! I thought I had anima charge ready. Sadly, no. Limbo, kill 25 shades. That's nice. Oh my. Thick strands of filth just running around, and that's just a creepy substance. Like, look at that. Look at that. That is not... It's not cool. Not pleasant, not cool, guys. Are we... Oh, no. There we go. Alright. Seeping shade. Is there any difference between the different types of shades? I don't really think there are. Moss up above. Oh, there's a shade down there. Might as well get it. Right? I see no reason not to. Come on. There we are. You know, if nothing else, I get points towards achievements. Right? Ah. Well, that sucks. Dead batteries suck. Do I have battery on my headlamp? Nope. Shares the same battery. Gee, thanks. Well. Ooh, I see something. I'm not... Okay, so there's that there, but I wasn't blind. Did you guys saw it too? Something just lurching that way, right? I'm not just seeing things, am I? I mean, seeing things is not good for mental health. So I hope that's not the case. Come on. So you may or may not have skipped the little interlude episode I did where I did the where I ran the Templars Tier 7 mission. But if you did skip it, you missed the me commenting that issue 12 should be up and running by the time you see either of these episodes, which is cool if you're someone who likes dungeons and running dungeons and raids and sort of more hardcore content, and you like the secret world. You owe it to yourself to flare gun. You owe it to yourself to buy the issue. Maybe not buy the collector's edition, which, from what I gather, I think it has a pet, a mechanical scorpion thing, which is a mini version of one of the bosses. It has a shirt, like a little cosmetic shirt piece, and some form of curiosity, some gadget. Like right now, I have 2 from issues 10 and 11. I have this Orochi damage inhibitor and the experimental anima injector. I also have one that I haven't picked up on this character. That's a wait now. Do I? I know there's one that's a teleport into Tokyo, but I think that was I think that one is granted by achievements. But where are we? Yes, that one is definitely achievement based, I think. Forgive me if I'm horribly wrong on that, but I don't think I am. But yeah, so that is what you get for the collector's edition. You don't have to buy that, but assuming Secret World continues on into the future, they are sort of going to determine the viability of future dungeon content based on the sales. Where this is based on the sales of issue 12. So, which I mean makes sense if they give people a dungeon issue and then no one buys it. Future dungeon issues probably aren't going to be things that people buy either, right? So, so yeah, if you like raid content and dungeons and stuff like that, buy issue 12. You don't have to have access to Tokyo in order to run the dungeons that are included with issue 12. You're only going to get one at the moment, and another one's going to come next month. Oh, hey, the Fiend of Corruption. So yeah, you're only going to get one initially. One's going to come next month. There's going to be like a rework of one of the currently existing 2 raids, and the new one is going in tomorrow. And then there's going to be nightmare versions of all 3 of those raids when the second dungeon comes through. So there's also world bosses and stuff like that. But a lot of that content, the third raid, the world bosses, a lot of like all the quality of life improvements, the PvP changes that are going in issue 12, those are all free. What you're paying for with issue 12 pack is are the 2 dungeons, both the elite and the nightmare versions of those, and then the nightmare versions of all 3 of the raids. So that I believe is what's locked out from the locked out unless you've purchased issue 12. Anywho, time to fight that guy. Just to make him look extra demonic, right? I figured that might be fun. Where are we here? What are you? Could you die? There we go. All right. So, past the Gaia seals. Use the Gaia seals anyway. Oh, all right. So move on through to strangeness here.
Oh, thanks for letting me in. I couldn't have done it without you. I really couldn't. Please, I've fought gods. Even in your deepest, wettest dreams, you are no god. I hope you appreciate the twist. I spent some time orchestrating it. I mean, it's what I'm known for, my long cons. They've written sagas about it. Maybe they'll write another one about this. But, you know, probably not. Your kind is always looking for villains. So much better to have someone to fight than face the reality of it. That what you're fighting isn't physical, it isn't even metaphysical. It's an idea made real. You can't shoot fireballs at an idea. Ideas are like viruses, invisible, all-pervasive, invincible. I was a convenient villain because I questioned their authority, questioned the very foundation of our society. They banished me because they feared me, feared my ideas. They feared what I could become, an end to their rule, a new beginning. But they made a terrible mistake by sending me away. I've been spreading the virus for a long, long time, and now the infection is complete. What is it they say? Dark days are coming, but no, they're right here. This, my silent friend, is an engine. Lovely, isn't it? It's not often you get to see one up close, or at all. The gods themselves would love to get their hands on one of these pretty things. They keep the world turning, quite literally. But they also do other things. You'll see what I mean. And Yggdrasil shudders and groans. Here we go, All-Father. The final destiny of the gods. On my terms, not yours.
Well, that's not good. It's lovely little bit about Beaumont there. So, yeah. Yeah, he's a bit of a trickster, known for long cons that they've written sagas about. Oh no. More cutscene.
Mom! Mom! I think it's working!
Oh, I didn't actually expect that. I had thought you were dead. We got here as quickly as we could. I could feel the tremors inside my head. It's like I knew. It's all coming undone. For as long as I can remember, I've seen a great darkness on the horizon, and thought to myself, I sure hope that great darkness doesn't blow up today. I'm pretty sure it just did.
So now what? We're gonna fight it. Right, Mom?
I don't think so.
Are you serious? What am I saying? You're always serious. But why? What's wrong?
Something has been displaced, or it's like a tapestry that's coming undone. I don't know how to explain it, and I certainly don't know how to fix it.
Somebody must know. We can't just sit back with a bag of popcorn and watch the end of the world pass us by.
What can I do? I don't know enough about this darkness. All I have are the voices in my head. Joseph would know. He was always the one who knew what had to be done, and I was the one who knew how to do it, even when I was a child.
Only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's go see old Joe.
You know we can't do that, Kyra. We haven't spoken in years. They just turn us away. Blood is thicker than water, and that's not always a good thing.
But it's family, and it's about saving the world, or at least this little piece of it. You're the one who keeps telling me that family's all we got, and we need to stick together through thick and thin. We're in the thick of it now, so you have to talk, and they have to listen.
But it's not just me and Joseph. It's Frank and Joe. It's the other people in the tribe. The wounds go all the way back to your grandfather's death, and they're too deep to mend. They're not going to listen, and they're not going to help. We've been neither a tribe nor a family for a very long time. We're on our own, Kyra.
Old people can be so stubborn, and yeah, that includes you, Mom. If you're not going to do anything, then someone needs to. Someone who doesn't give a crap about any of this stupid family stuff. Before it's too late.
Obviously, that would be me. Yeah, the face on that little girl was kind of terrifying in that cutscene. It really was. But anywho, yeah. So Beaumont, most likely immortal. has sagas written about how sort of trickster-y he is. Has a grudge against Odin. Um, has interacted with gods. Was apparently cast out from probably a group of them. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, okay. I just for the folks who are going to sort of come out and sort of spoil these sort of things in the comments, please don't. Um, I mean, I know who it is. It's pretty easy, I think, at this point to infer exactly who he is if you're familiar with Norse legend at all. But for those who aren't, let's keep it a secret and let it kind of a little bit more unfold, at least until the end of this Solomon Island playthrough. At that point, I'd like to do in an episode that's just me talking about the lore from a Solomon Island perspective. I don't claim to be an expert on lore, so I might get a couple things wrong in that, but it's just going to be my interpretation of sort of what's happening as we see it once we're done in Solomon Island. So, or at least that's the thought anyway. I may or may not be able to get around to it, but it's something that I would like to do. So yeah, we'll talk about him a little bit more in depth then. And since he pops back up, later, or at least in reference, probably going to go over him on future ones of these when, I go through Egypt and Transylvania, and probably more likely when I go through Tokyo. Which I've already done, so I may skip going through Tokyo on this character, but anywho, that is the thought anyway. But old Joseph, you're right over here. Hello, old Joseph. How you doing?
I feel terrible for her, for what's happened to her family, to our entire tribe. I don't blame her for not trusting us anymore. It wasn't like that when Amir was born. We were a tribe. Her father was killed. Did you know that? He stood up for our beliefs. He tried to stop the miners from digging too deep. That was where it began. Some of the tribe, some of us, thought he was being unreasonable, that he was asking for trouble when he confronted the company, that blood would be shed. Him and his brother Red, they wouldn't listen. Said it was now or never, that the miners had to be stopped. Foreman put a bullet in his head, emptied his gun with the rest of us. He was screaming like a man possessed, like something had him, was inside him. His eyes were burning. His shadow was twisted. There were riots, senseless violence, arrests. Then came the storms. This island was ravaged for weeks. After it all quieted down, the rift in the tribe was too great. Some, too many, left. Others, like me and Red, we stayed behind, but it couldn't be mended. It's a terrible thing to have to choose between the people you love. But I was tired, and I wanted to look ahead, not back. And there was too much weight to carry. Too much darkness. That is how Ami grew up. In the shadow of a broken family, so I understand her better than she thinks. I took the wrong path, and now it might be too late, but we have to try. Ami is right. We must trust her instinct. Something in the land has been displaced. Something has been broken, an oath. If we had kept to our word, if we had maintained the wards that protect the mountain, this would not have happened. The wards were built by our forefathers and the visitors who helped fight the darkness the last time it fell upon us. Together, the two tribes created a seal that has protected us for generations. It has kept the darkness out, and it has kept the greater darkness locked in. We were chosen to protect and maintain it. 1,000 years the wards have lasted. Until now. We have failed. And now we have to mend what is broken. And like our forefathers, we cannot do it alone.
Pointed look at the player character. Yes, yes, indeed. Alright, so I think...
How are you?
I think when I get a chance, assuming issue 12 is adding in an improved looking for group aspect. So I think next time I play the Secret World tomorrow, I'm gonna try and get a Darkness War group together, because I think that would work fit in fairly well with what's going on now. I'm not going to do tier 15 just yet. However, with the recent bit of information you learned about Beaumont, and this whole bit about the visitors who came before and set the Wabanaki on their mission, on their path, gave them their job of protecting the island. Now is a good time to run the investigation mission from Red's bait and tackle, whatever, here in Savage Coast. I don't know if you remember, but I said there's an investigation mission there that I wanted to run, but not quite yet. Well, this is as good a time as any. There might be a couple other areas that it would fit in as well, but it really fits in very nicely after that bit of information about the history of the Wabanaki and Beaumont. So,
Welcome.
going to run Strangers from a Strange Land. Local legend describes how strangers from across the sea came to the aid of the Wabanaki 1,000 years ago. They brought a powerful sword and left the Wabanaki with magic inscribed in stones. Uncover the mysteries of these pale men and unlock the secrets of their magic.
You're wondering why all this evil came visiting us, out here in the middle of nowhere. It sure ain't the climate. There's a local legend, and like most local legends, it's probably true, about a war between good and evil that took place on this island 1,000 years ago. Our tribe fought invaders from the south who tried to awaken the darkness that sleeps below our mountains. We fought bravely, but they were many and powerful, and we were close to defeat when
strangers from across the sea came to our aid. I've heard this story 1,000,000 times. Tall white gods bearing a magical sword. Why are the gods always white? And male?
Kyra.
What?
It's a valid question, and one you should definitely ask someone else some other time. The strangers brought a weapon, but they left us with powerful magic inscribed in stones. Your grandfather knew how this magic worked, but that knowledge died with him. Whatever the rest of the tribe knew, they did a hell of a job forgetting. The answer to how our ancestors fought the enemy could be in those stones.
We could certainly use a few gods on our side right about now.
They're here, Mom. At least they're not all white. Or male.
Hey, that line actually works for this character. Yay! My main, who is a white male character, it felt a little bit weird. Alright, so let us look at Red's map. Where is that? The dungeon Darkness War is actually takes place in the past. Hello, Norse runes. Go figure, right? And right around the mine. So, and the Norse are back in the form of these lovely monsters. So that's strange. There's a lot of strange Norse stuff going on here on Kingsmouth Island. Or Solomon Island, but let's call it Kingsmouth Island. Don't know why. Well, okay, I do know why, because Kingsmouth, the town, yada yada, but it's neither here nor there. Alright, so where are we going here? Those, haven't really spent a lot of time looking at them in this playthrough, but the first time I played the game, I was, I found them curious, and I spent more time kind of investigating them. But you'll notice, you may have noticed that there are these little areas with standing stones and a bunch of zombies around them. And those are what were marked on the map. So, that's places like this up here. Ta-da. Wait, oh, bloody stuck in the bear trap. Ooh. Ooh. Stupid bear traps. Alright. And we put the tacos back on my shortcut bar here. Because tacos. Hello, decomposed warrior. How are you? Let's make our way over there, shall we? Da. Get if this is the first place that we go or not. Yes, it is. Alright. So we examine the first runestone. And use runestone R. It's not R, but hey, and we listen to Hugin. Oh, no, that's Munin. Hello, Hugin.
Thought comes before memory, but memory recalls the path. I'm thought, he's memory. You can have that one for free.
Well, hello then. So, if you don't know the myth, Odin had two ravens that he sent out onto the world every day, and they were Hugin and Munin, which was Old Norse for thought and memory.
Laid our blades upon this far shore, exhausted, only to lift them against worshippers of the dark sun. We carved this story in stone, where it waits still to be read.
Okay.
We laid our blades upon this far shore, exhausted, only to lift them against worshippers of the dark sun.
And that is a Norse rune. I can't remember which one it is. The only Norse rune that I remember offhand is the one that looks like an arrow. I believe that's Tiwaz, which I don't see up here. It looks like that, except there's two little things. Oh, and I think that's like Thorn, or I don't know. It's I'm bad with Norse runes. They're fun though. The next one is up over here, if you recall. So, see if we can make our way without having to fight too many folks. Ha! Success! But yeah, so somehow Odin seems like he might still be around if Hugin and Munin are still around, which seems a little strange, right? Potentially a little strange. Especially if there's all this stuff going on, why is he not doing anything, right? But That is not yet answered in the game, I don't think, actually. Come on, there we go. Okay. Here we go. This the... No, that's not the one I was thinking of. Hello, Mr. Ravens. You know what? I think I have a raven pet, don't I? Let's get him out. Do I not on this character? Oh boo. Boo, I say. One of my other oh wait, no, there they are. Blood Raven. Summon my Blood Raven. Dude, no? Did I fail at summoning my pet? Alright, listen to Hugin.
Memory is a servant of those who prove worthy of thought. Hint, hint.
Right.
From our frozen birthland, we crossed the white-capped sea to green isles of endless rain. This too we carved in stone.
Huh. So did they go from the birthland to, like, Ireland? That they carved in stone? Is that where they're referencing? It might be. Seems like it might be. I think the next one is, do I have a, there we go. So the next one is up here on the right. So it looks like there-ish. There's one there, there's one there. So, let us be on our way through Wendigo-infested forests. Yay, Wendigos. Alright. Where are you? Have crazy aggro ranges. Deadfall Ancient. Yay. Okay. There we are. The undead that come with these runestones. So... Unearthed Wabanaki. That sounds pleasant. Perfectly safe. Perfectly safe. Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Just take a Thor's hammer to the face. That's all. It'll work out. Don't worry about it. Wabanaki. What the? How? How? From all the way over there. How? Just the... Gah! Such aggro range. Why? Why do you... There we are. Okay. Let's look at the runestone first, shall we? Hello, birds. Oh, hey. A little conversation thing now. So, let's listen to Hugin.
The wise man once asked of a king, who is the great one who grasps the earth, swallowing wood and water, bad weather he dreads, wind but no man, and picks a fight with the sun?
Huh.
The wise man once asked of a king, who is the great one who grasps the earth, swallowing wood and water, bad weather he dreads, wind but no man, and picks a fight with the sun?
Think it's fog.
The wise man once asked of
swallowing wood and water.
Grass, the earth, swallowing wood and water. Bad weather, he dreads wind, but no man, and picks a fight with the sun.
Seems like fog.
We carried a sword out from the land.
Yes.
And gave thanks to the gods. All must pass before the gods.
Victory. Victory. Correct guess. Let's just run through. Hey, that worked out all right. Hello, Orochi. So I think the thing that people would do is they would get up here and like run and jump off of this or something. Like there was one spot where it would work, or I don't know. Still, just craziness. I don't know why someone wouldn't think to do the exact same way that you would get into the Orochi encampment over in Kingsmouth Island, which was find a dead Orochi who was stupid enough to write the password to their door on a piece of paper. I mean, really. I do like this one. It's very easy to get to. Hello, Runestone. Okay, listen to Hugin again, and answer a riddle. Riddle. Sounded like riddle. Okay.
Same wise man asked the king, what beast is that which defends fighters? It bears a bloody back, but men it saves, meets spears, gives life to some, and lays itself inside a soldier's palm.
Shield?
In our long
Yes,
shadows,
okay.
where the dawn people and sun worshippers war, we joined them, a hail of arrows sent before us to mark the path.
Okay. Wait, wrong. Okay. You need to open the journal and look at the picture again, and it looks like it is over here-ish. Over here-ish. Eh. That forest is all a cob. Eh. Alright, well, we must press on. Let's just run through them. They'll give up eventually. Promise, really, it'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. It'll all work out fine. Be just fine. Doo-doo-doo. No! Not hindered. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. I am really surprised I didn't drag all the account. Wow, it apparently really will be fine. Craziness. And here's the runestone. Let us fight that guy back there. There we go. The Wabanaki Oathbreaker? Oathbearer, sorry. And just die. There we go. Hello, Mr. Runestone. I think there you are, sorry.
Wise man king, you know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
The mind whacker, the word water, the word upriser.
That sounds like beer. Let's go for ale. I mean, come on.
Wise
Mind whacker?
king,
Word thwarter?
you know the
Eh,
drill.
that's ale.
They did not mind whacker walked among them. As he walks today, he fought at their side, but he is
So Loki walks among them as he walks today.
guided only by
Gotcha.
rivalry with his brother. Let the thunder god also guide you. They did not know Loki walked among them. As he walks today, he fought at their side, but is a trickster. Guided only by the rivalry with his brother, let the Thunder God also guide you.
I think I could be less subtle about the Beaumont hints. I mean, I think I'm being just the most subtle I could possibly be with them. I mean, really. No one would ever, I mean, come on. Just given what I was doing there, no one would ever guess any hints about who Beaumont might be. Right? Right? Please tell me. Okay. Alright, so right there-ish, it looks like. Wrong button, and sprint. Let's run through all the enemies, because that always works out fantastically. It is over here. How did I not drag a bunch of... Okay. Okay. I was very lucky. Yeah, seriously, why did I not summon my pet? There you are. There's my little raven. Examine the runestone. I already did that, and let us talk to Hugin.
Man asked, four hang, four sprang, 2 point that way to ward off dogs. One dangles after and is always rather dirty.
So that's 4 udders.
The wise man asked,
4 udders, 4 legs, 2 horns,
2 point
right?
that way
A
to
tail.
ward off dogs. One dangles after and is always rather
It's a cow.
This battle won. They had earned the wealth which was their reward, and only one place remained for them to go.
Home, I suppose? Next one is pretty much directly south, through a forest of unfortunateness. Really, that's just an entire area of unfortunate. Hello, Ash Forest. I really don't like specters, and it's just a bunch of specters and blah undead. Where are we? There you are. And a cob. It's really just not a fun place. Da, 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 da. Okey-doke. Let's kill the Wabanaki guide too, because why not? I don't like its face. It was looking at me funny. Something like that. Da, 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 da. So just in case you don't look at like my build and things like that, I actually recently picked up. So pretty much everything I do is strike attacks here. So it's my builder is a strike attack. That's not both of my consumers, but at least one of my consumers is a strike attack. That will switch over to a strike attack eventually. But I picked up Punisher, which I believe is right over here in the shotgun tree, and that inflicts weakened, which it's specifically the debilitated weakened thing, which reduces damage dealt by an opponent by 3% per stack, and it stacks 10 times. That is a fantastic debuff. Very nice, especially if you're soloing, actually. And you don't really need it on the little guys, the little group guys, but it works nicely on these more difficult enemies. Does quite a bit for survivability. At least it always has for me. So, hello, Hugin.
Have you guessed? The wise man was the Allfather, the Wednesday man, the Raven God. In his honey dreaming, we shall carry him these new thoughts, these new memories. In time, they made to return to the land of snow, only to be taken by the sea where the Draugr drowned. This Loken knew, so he did not sail. South he went to find the secrets of the Dark Sun.
So, Loki went south to interact with the Mayans, which are the unfortunate evil bastard things who brought the Akab. So Loki went south. Beaumont makes frequent trips to the south. Beaumont references being a trickster. Beaumont has a grudge against Odin. Beaumont's freaking Loki. Okay, I know I mentioned not to, like I said, not to mention it earlier on but yeah, Beaumont's Loki. He's Loki, which is fantastic. Anywho, so turn in for strangers from a stranger land. Vikings warring with the Mayans, warring with Wabanaki. We are in the habit of blaming the Illuminati for all the miseries of Solomon Island. We do so especially in the middle of council meetings. Of course, the island was a mess long before they got there. This information sheds light on the history of a certain artifact we are pursuing. It has long been our version of events that Excalibur was plundered from our isles. In fact, they may not be quite right. The Vikings did not merely stumble upon and steal it. They were led to it by forces that understood how essential the sword was to winning the war against darkness all those years ago. I dare say it may be equally essential now, and if those forces have any sense in them, they will lead us to it just as they led the Norsemen all those years ago. So if you happen across any ancient swords, do let us know. Richard Sonic. And hey, what do you know? Beaumont has an ancient sword of incredible power, and I'm pretty sure he just used Excalibur to do something unfortunate to one of the Gaia engines, which is what they call those things that were in the cutscene earlier. So yeah, there we go. That is lore and story progression for you. Hopefully you enjoyed. Didn't run as short as I thought I might, but I really wanted to get in Strangers from a Strange Land because I do quite love the story behind that mission. Next time, I'm going to try and get in Darkness War. If not, I may just proceed along with Dawning of an Endless Night if I'm having really bad luck getting a group together for that dungeon. Anywho, hopefully you enjoyed, and till next time, folks. Later.